This is the story of how I met Pixie. 9 years ago in 2016, I was 9 years old, and I was at school, and a friend of mine at the time said her cat Ginger is pregnant. Now, I have been begging my mum for a long time to get a cat, and this gave me an opportunity to beg, and I was. A bit later along the line, the cat gave birth. And then we visited the house to see the kittens, and I believe at the time they were so small that we weren't be able to stroke or pick them up. Then weeks later we went to the house again, and this time we were able to pick them up. I remember there was also other people there as well looking at the kittens, and I was able to stroke them and pick them up. What we were mostly doing was holding on to one, when the other person who was holding on to, we exchanged strokes and kittens. I believe I had stroked all the kittens, but I don't know what ones I've held. I just hope I did hold Pixie when he was a month or so old. Then later that night, me and my sister was begging, and I mean, we were begging to have a kitten. And then Mum said, if we get a kitten, what would we name it? And then me, my sister, and Mum were going through cat names, and there was one we all liked, Pixie. And then around 2 weeks before we got Pixie, then Mum went up to me with a photo of the kitten saying, which one do you want? I was so excited and I was like, I want the ginger one, but I quite like the ginger and white one. Then Mum texted my friend's mum that we would like the ginger and white one, and it was a reservation. When a week before we got Pixie, my mum was panic buying for him. When we went to Pets at Home, we got a small pet bed, so many types of food, kitten milk, and his food and water bowl, and of course, kitten toys. But the most important one at the time was his pet carrier to bring him home. Then, when Pixie was 9 weeks and a half a week old, this was the day he was coming home. Mum collected me and my sister from school, and I remember when I opened the car door, Pixie was in the front seat in his pet carrier. Now I got so excited to see his little face. Then once we got home, we put Pixie in the kitchen, and Mum opened his pet carrier and said, let him go out on his own and let him look around before you pick him up. Then we just sat in the lounge, and we were just both so scared to do anything. He was meowing, but we didn't know what to do until Dad told us how to carefully put your hand out in front of him for him to allow us to stroke him. Then that was the first time we stroked him in our house. The end.